With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Janulius has announced a new safety campaign targeting electric bikes, scooters, and other micromobility devices. The Ride Safe, Ride Smart, Ride Ready initiative follows a 300% spike in related crashes statewide. The newest member of the Illinois Supreme Court has been sworn in. Former Appellate Justice Sanjay T. Taylor took the oath of office Friday morning during a ceremony in Chicago administered by Chief Justice P. Scott Neville. A new state report shows stark health disparities among people experiencing homelessness in Illinois. The Illinois Department of Public Health says homeless individuals face far higher rates of hospital visits, overdose deaths, and die nearly 20 years younger than the general population. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let him know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Elgin isn't just a city. It's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin, one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now, 847-741-5660, or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Today, isolated snow showers are possible, mostly cloudy with a high near 28, cooling to around 24 this afternoon. Tonight, a slight chance of snow after midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 14. Looking ahead to Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 24, dropping to around 20 in the afternoon. Currently, 26 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome in, folks, to the local community hour here on WRMN. Happy Monday, everybody. It is officially the month of February. It's February 2nd, and it is Groundhog's Day. It's Groundhog's Day. Yes. Myself, Dino, and Dennis Owner Green were out there today in Woodstock to keep you up to date on what's happening, of course. That includes Woodstock Willie. How cool was that? That is Woodstock's Groundhog Day. That happened this morning. I know ABC7 was out there too, so that was pretty cool to see that. Did Woodstock Willie see a shadow? He did not, which means that we are going to be getting an early spring, which is exciting for many of us too, especially if we're getting tired of this cold weather. You're like, oh gosh, it's about time that we get ready for spring. I even said on the air too, I'm like, hey, you know what? I do like my turtlenecks, but I'm getting ready to kind of put those away and maybe get I don't know. I wouldn't say quite the short sleeves, but something like this, like what I'm wearing right now. I could wear it in the springtime, right? With the nice green colors, the earthy tones, right? Especially for the springtime. So that's something exciting there too, whether you believe it or not. It was fun nonetheless. It was pretty cold out there, but not as cold as it was the last year. Definitely not as cold as the last year. We did get a couple really good interviews as well, too, with some of the local folks, including also a very nice lady. I think her name was Brenda. She was from Baltimore, and she was visiting her sister. Her sister is from the local area, close to Woodstock, not too far away from Woodstock. And she was visiting her sister, and it's like, hey, it's Groundhog Day. Why don't you come on out to Woodstock and check out Woodstock Willie? So she did. So we interviewed her. So she was all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. So that was pretty cool. I know that they also did say they saw someone shouted out they were from Australia as well, which is pretty cool. So people come from all over to check out. I was going to say Punxsutawney Phil, but that's from the movie Woodstock Willie. And he did not see his shadow, which means that we are going to, if you do believe in it, get a little bit of an earlier spring or regular time for spring there. So no more of those 6 weeks of winter, folks. But of course, we got to tell you what the weather and temperatures are. What are we going to be seeing? And more. Now, if you want to check out our YouTube channel coming up this week, we will have that uploaded with the video. And I even took some pictures as well, too. I know I'm sure that Sue and Elliot also showed it a little bit on the text line there, too. Out in Woodstock, had a great time, and it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. What's really nice, too, is the beautiful lights that were all around the area. So even though it was dark out, we got there. Oh, my goodness. What time did we get there? We got there around 5:30. Around 5:30, I would say, is when we got there. Yeah, I would say about 5:30 is when we arrived. Dennis and I, and then we met Dean out there. And it was nice. It was light outside just because of the lights. We had the snow on the ground, so it wasn't like you were walking blindly in the dark, of course. You had the beautiful light displays. You had the gazebo. I got some pictures of the Woodstock Square, and it is such a cute little town to go to. It's that old town feel, and it's exactly where they filmed the film, the Groundhog Day film with Bill Murray. So that was fun to see, of course. I've been there before, and I hope maybe you have been there also. It's a great set to go to, and it's not even a set, of course. It's an actual town. But it's so cute. They have little shops. They have things like little bakeries and little diners that you can go to. I do have to say it was not as packed this year as it was last year. However, it was not as cold this year as it was last year. Last year, we definitely had a little bit more of a wind speed. We had a little bit of a breeze. This year, it was definitely a little bit more on the still side. So very, very cool. Had a great time. I hope you, if you were out there, you probably would have said hi to us. But if you were watching on our YouTube side of things during the morning show, we did broadcast live from out there too. So it was a good time. Did sung some of those polka songs, right? You know, that's the usual polka songs, right? That are featured during the Groundhog Day. And it was a good time. I had a great time out there. It was all nice and bundled up. I did wear my hat as well. Dino always has those nice hats, so that was good. And then we did go to a place, many of you might be familiar with them, Tripleberry Cafe in Crystal Lake. I will give you a testimonial on them coming up during the Out to Lunch segment. So we'll talk about that coming up shortly too. But I do want to go through a little bit on the temperatures for you today, what we're going to be seeing for the rest of this week and also into next week for the weather. Let me take a look here. And I'm still trying to get the coffee to kick in. I had 3 cups of coffee today. And I'm still a little bit tired, to be honest. I'm a little bit sleepy. I could probably, once I get home, take a little nap. But and I probably will, because I woke up very early this morning. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning. And then I came to the station, then picked up Dennis, and then we went out there. So busy morning, but good. But a good busy morning. So I'm trying to stay a little bit of awake here, but we'll be good. We'll be all good there, folks. We see a high of 27 degrees for today. It's pretty much overcast already. That's what we are seeing. And then for tonight's a low of 15. Current temperatures now are at 27. It does feel a little bit more like 17 outside, but it's not too bad. Cloudy skies, and we're going to be seeing that full moon tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a high of 26, so very similar to today. A few clouds early, otherwise mostly sunny. So we're going to start to see more sunshine coming through here for tomorrow. We see a low of 9 degrees coming up. That's going to be generally fair, and that will be coming up for Tuesday. So that's for Tuesday night. We get into Wednesday on the 4th of February. We see a high of 27. There's going to be some clouds early in the morning, giving way to mainly sunny skies in the afternoon. It drops down to 12 as our low, coming up with clear skies early and overcast later during the night. So that's going to be for Wednesday. Then we get into Thursday here, a high of 31 degrees. It's going to get up into the 30s. I don't know if necessarily it'll feel really spring outside, but it's definitely going to be a nice day when it comes to the temperatures. However, overcast throughout the morning there. And then it does drop down to a low of 29. A few flurries or snow showers could also be possible there too. Heading on into Friday, we see a high of 36. Okay, now come on. That I'm hoping that really does feel a little bit more like spring. Like predicted, early spring. Low of 15 degrees. A few flurries or snow showers are possible. And that's coming up for Friday. Saturday over the weekend, temperatures are a high of 30, partly cloudy skies. And that's going to be a low of 22 with partly cloudy coming up. That's for Saturday night. And then for Sunday, we see a high of 34 and a low of 24 degrees. So that's for Sunday night. And that's about a few clouds from time to time is what we're going to be seeing. And then Monday, high of 38 is predicted for Monday, partly cloudy, and then dropping down to a low of 28. And then for Tuesday, we do see a high of 41 degrees and a low of 30. So it's going to get up into the 40s eventually here, which is nice. So that's what we're seeing here pretty much for the rest of this week and also into next week. If you want to check out more information, you can find it on the Weather Channel's website. That is weather.com for more information. So I had a great time out at, of course, Woodstock, and you can even look up on their website, woodstockgroundhog.org. Of course, they have a whole website here. They have a whole website of people that go out and celebrate this. So again, this is a big deal. This is a pretty big deal, folks, as you know it. They had it this morning here. It started at 7 and it went until 7:30, I would say. Now they are playing, if you still want to go out to Woodstock, you can. They are going to be doing some things, including their Groundhog Day movie is going to be on rotation. Now, if you go on their website, they do have their Groundhog Day, the movie, from 8 a.m. until 10:30. So it's already ended now, but they do have it on rotation. So they have it on rotation. Now, they also do have a wood carving demonstration that did happen today too, and that's actually currently going on. It started at 9 and does go until 11 a.m. So that's also still going on. Now, if you want to make your way out to the Woodstock area, the Woodstock Square, they are having the ability for you to meet Stephen Tobolowsky, a.k.a. Ned Ryerson. You know him. That's coming up at 12, and that's going in until 1. And then there's also the movie memorabilia open house, which is from 2 p.m., and that's until 4 p.m. So, and that's Needle Nose Ned, and we did see him on the stage there, which was pretty cool. What's also great, too, is they do offer a walking tour, so you can gather at the Opera House. This is a fun and informative tour of the Groundhog Day filming sites. Dress warm, of course. Don't forget your bootsies because it's cold out there. And the original radio guy was there too, and he was even saying the line perfectly, which was great. So that was cool to hear. Also coming up today too, they have from now until 4, the Cherry Tree Inn Bed and Breakfast is another great tour to go to, and they already did have it on the 31st and February 1st. Today's the last day to do that, and it's going now until 4 p.m. So that's the Cherry Tree Inn Bed and Breakfast, and that is a beautiful Victorian home. Definitely a kind of home that I would love to live in. That would be beautiful. It tells you a little bit also on the history if you go to woodstockgroundhog.org. So it tells you back in 1992, people came to town and roped off the picturesque city square so that they could film it. And it did take place in Pennsylvania. And they do that Pennsylvania polka, that one over and over again, right, in the movie. So it's definitely a great film. It's a classic. You can toast to world peace in there too. Make sure you watch your step because it's a doozy, all that good stuff, right? So with that being said, you can find it realwoodstock.com or check out Groundhog Days in Woodstock, Illinois. I know it's definitely a tradition here across the country. Something that really did start with that film, a classic, a staple in the United States, if you do consider it. So again, they got some great things. You can also check out where to eat. All the different restaurants, they're all in walking distance. And if you've never been to Woodstock before, the streets are literally all brick. It's beautiful. It's like old-fashioned brick. They could literally probably film, if they angle everything correctly, probably 1900s film there. It's fantastic. But they've got some good places to go to. They have their Squire on the Square, which is a Karras family restaurant. That's in Woodstock. They also have their pottery and coffee called the Wheelhouse. Twisted Hippie is another one that you can go to. They have the Woodstock Moose Lodge and more. You can also find, of course, other different places to stay if you want to stay the night, so you can actually stay in the true bed and breakfast. That's over there. There's also some motels and more. So you can also get some Groundhog Day merch, which is fantastic. The time is 47 past the hour. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more here on the Community Hour, WRMN.
If you have been charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs in Cook County, DuPage County, or Lake County, Illinois, call the law office of Mark Schieblo at 773-775-5050. That's 773-775-5050. Attorney Mark Schieblo has over 29 years of law experience handling DUI defense, traffic violations, CDL violations, and Secretary of State driver's license reinstatement hearings. All aspects of your case will be examined in order to find evidence that may help your case, especially the statutory summary suspension of your driving privileges. If your breath alcohol concentration level at the time of the DUI arrest is 0.08 or more, then the summary suspension of your driver's license begins 46 days after the arrest. Time is a crucial factor in challenging the summary suspension of your driver's license. Our law office is located at 5945 North Elston Avenue in Chicago. That's 5945 North Elston Avenue in Chicago. And again, our office phone number is 773-775-5050.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
The road ahead can be unpredictable, but with the right partner, you're always moving forward. At Heartland Bank in Hampshire, we're with you. Every milestone. From savings to small business lending, we offer local decisions and personal service that gets you where you're going. Stop in at 819 Warner Street or call 847-683-4444. Heartland Bank, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Are you suffering with anxiety, depression, PTSD, an eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem? If it's causing problems at work or with your family, get help now at Insight Mental Health and Wellness. We can help and treat all types of depression and mental issues. We'll help you use your insurance to get away from it all to a beautiful, sunny, and tranquil vacation-like environment so you can recharge yourself. And with a Family Medical Leave Act, you could take the time off you need from work. Plus, with the Affordable Care Act, your treatment could be 100% covered. If you're suffering from any kind of anxiety, depression, PTSD, eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem, use your insurance and get away from it all. Come to sunny California. Call Insight Mental Health and Wellness now. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. That's 800-419-0287.
Welcome back, folks, to the Community Hour here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We hope that you are enjoying this morning. It is not too bad of a morning. I would say a little bit chilly, but not too bad. I hope that you are enjoying your day today. We got some good stuff here. We've got Steve Thorin in the comments here on the text line. Hello, Matt. Steve here. Hey, Steve. How you doing? The famous Woodstock Opera House in Woodstock was designed by an Elgin architect, Smith Hogue. It's also designed, he also designed the Dunham Castle in Wayne, Illinois, all of the old fire department houses in Elgin, and Elgin's Wing Mansion, the mansion that Steve Thorin lives in himself. That is so cool. So, Steve, you know this already. The home you live in, of course, is designed by a legacy person here because he designed the Woodstock Opera House. That's really, really cool. So you get a little bit of that piece of history, right? That's, I guess you could say, Smith. That's his artwork. That's his working with his own hands, right? That labor that he made into that Woodstock Opera House and also the house that Steve lives in too. That's really cool. So all around there, looks like he was quite the fancy guy because all those buildings are always very nice. The old fire department houses in Elgin, of course, you get the immaculate detail in some of the woodwork. And the Woodstock Opera House is another beautiful one too. So that is great. That is really, really great. Someone else comment here too. Is there a place that we can see the interviews? We will have them posted as soon as possible, getting those put together. So we'll make sure to do that as soon as we can as well, probably definitely within the next couple of days. It was Kathleen from Baltimore. That's who it was, Kathleen from Baltimore. So very, very good. But that being said here, we hope that will be coming up very soon. You'll be able to find it also on our YouTube channel, posted there too, youtube.com/WRMN radio there too. So very good. We appreciate everyone tuning in today. We had a great time. Let's see what we've got here going on coming up in just a bit for the rest of the day. I only have a couple minutes left, so I did want to go through a couple other things that will be coming up. So Simmons Madison Funeral Home, many of you know, they are still doing their Valentine's for Veterans event. That's where you can send in letters, you can send in gifts for people, for veterans, for Valentine's Day. So that will be going on still now until February 9th. If you go to their physical location, you can drop off those Valentine's cards and gifts, and that's at 305 Park Street. That's 305 Park Street is where that is. So feel free, of course, to let us know if you might be interested in doing that. Or, of course, let Simmons Madison Funeral Home know about that, too. Something else that's coming up here, too, it's Taco Tuesday coming up tomorrow. Many of us do celebrate Taco Tuesday by either making tacos or going out and getting them. Have someone else make them for you, right? Say, you know what? My hands are clean today, folks. I am not going to be making the tacos. I'm going to have someone else make them for me. Well, this is a Taco and Trivia Tuesdays at the Assembly in West Dundee. This includes the ultimate night out. Join them at the Assembly for an epic night of endless beef tacos for just $9.99 from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. tonight. Now, you can also load up your plate and satisfy those taco cravings while you test your trivia skills. Trivia kicks off at 6 p.m. And yes, there are fun prizes to be won, including Assembly gift cards, which is fantastic. You can treat your friend to some good, delicious burgers. And they also have really good garlic steak there. Garlic butter steak is just wonderful. It's so good. And I like to pair it with a nice iced tea. It's very good. Or maybe a glass of wine. Also coming up tomorrow, it is Extreme Bar Bingo. That is at the Old Republic Kitchen and Bar. It's not your grandma's bingo for sure. You can come on out and enjoy your chance to potentially win some jackpots, TVs, gift cards, Blackstones, and more. Now, this is free to play, 8 p.m. every Tuesday with TJ, it says. And again, that's the Old Republic Kitchen and Bar. That's a great place to go to. The cash jackpot is up to $15,000. Now, I don't know, what would you use with that $15,000, right? Some people might say they want to give it to charity. Some people might say it's going to help to put a down payment on my home. Some people are like, I'm dipping. I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks, right? So whatever the case might be for what you're using those dollars for, you can get a chance to potentially win that coming up tonight. Also, the Dive Bar on Highland Avenue has their karaoke. That is until 2 a.m. in the morning if you are able to stay up that late. Every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m., karaoke and $4 You Call It drinks. That's on their Tipsy Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, there's a listeners club that you can enjoy, brought to you by the Elgin Symphony Orchestra. This is going to be at the Gail Borden Public Library, and music director Chad Goodman, we had him on last week, will lead discussions about upcoming ESO concerts, repertoire, guest artists, as well as special events and other symphony-related topics. Now, of course, you can also check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WRMN Radio. If you go under the Out to Lunch playlist, featured there is the latest interview with Chad Goodman, talking about the Valentine's Day event. Also, as well, to Geneva Lewis playing on the violin, the 1700s violin. And then also, of course, another, I can't remember what it was called, Frare. That's coming up in March with Chad Goodman. So, but that's coming up there. That will be Elgin Symphony Orchestra's Listeners Club. That's coming up on Wednesday. That's from 12 until 1 p.m. So if you want to listen in to the Listeners Club, that will be just around the corner. A couple other things here too. The last and final of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. 4-part discussion series is up next. That is Wednesday, the 4th of February. So if you want to register for that, you can. I don't believe registration is necessarily required per se, but good to just kind of give them a little bit of a head count and a head start. Those are some of the many things that are coming up here. And what's also coming up next is Out to Lunch. So I will talk with you a little bit more on all of that. We'll go through our Sunny Skies story. I'll tell you a little bit more about Woodstock. And of course, maybe even have a conversation story of the day too. We also do have our Tradio segment at 12:30. So stay tuned for that. You're listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN. Stay tuned and we'll be back.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949,